following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2. This stacked regional final round continues as we bring you the third one coming out of the Cyclone region, as it is going to be the 3 seed from the region, Omii, taking on the 4 seed Mihael, and this should be a fun one tonight. Like I said, a stacked field, the final 8, you look at the bracket, they're coming up. And the 2 seed from the Barometer region, the winner of that 1 versus 2 battle last night, Sand Titan, awaits the winner here. He will have home table in that one. And on the other side, you had Red moving on early yesterday, take out Taco in 8. And then Tuesday night, at about this time, we will have Bob, Ross, and White Spider. Should the regional finals do continue, sorry, that graphic's incorrect. 9 o'clock Eastern on Tuesday, not 9:30, so forgive me on that one. But 9 o'clock will be the time on Tuesday for Bob Ross. The lowest rated seed is an 8 in that one, taking on the 2 seed in the Ultimate region, White Spider. But what a game it should turn out to be. Both these guys doing way better than their first seasons. Obviously, Omii nowhere near postseason season to go, and now he's on the cusp of a second consecutive Final Four. Mihael made the LCQ a season ago. He's topped his win total from last year, and now he's looking to make the Final Four here tonight and get win number 7. We welcome you to the table. Joining me is Tapir in the booth, and Tapir, obviously, this is a great regional finals field as we've talked it through since we really got it put together. But this should be a fun one tonight. We had our first 1v2 last night. Now we have a 3v4. Talk to me about this one. Omii obviously looking to push. He's just going to keep pushing further up, looking for win number 8. Getting himself into D2 championship at large contention at this point. Of course, Mihael not too far behind him at 6 wins. Hasn't made it this far in a tournament. Talk me through this matchup. Should be exciting.
Well, obviously, the goal here is going to be to win, win, win. I think this is going to be a solid matchup between 2 solid players. Obviously, I know Mihael from UUL, known him for quite a long time, and he is definitely one of the top players in that league. Omii, I don't know a whole lot about, but considering they are this far deep into a D2 tournament, I'm sure they've earned their worth. So I'm hoping that we're going to have a solid matchup here, dictated mostly by strategy and not necessarily by luck. But either way, I'm excited to get it started. So here we go.
Looking forward to it. In thoughts as always. I believe Mihael will type, so I'll start with him first. Mihael, you've had a solid season to this point. Haven't made it to this regional final yet, but you've made it this far before in your career. Thoughts coming in here on what has been the key for you to get this deep into this tournament here in Meteorological May, and thoughts on playing Omii, who's already made it to a Final Four. He's not too far ahead of you in terms of wins, but he's been to that big stage in the Final Four as well as this regional final this season. Yeah, thoughts on all that. And Omii, to you, I feel like we're gonna keep mentioning it as you go along in this season. How much of a turnaround you've made from how you performed a season ago, but throw that away for a little bit and talk to me about what has been the key for you to make in this tournament and that mindset. We talked about it a little bit about how you just want to keep on winning. Don't worry about where you are in terms of placement. You get looking for win number 8 on the season. Thoughts on your mentality entering into this regional final, and thoughts on playing Mihael, who has been many spots in this league so far.
So for me, it's all about honestly just keeping my cool. Um, I think that I've learned a lot this season, and it's been more so about keeping the mentality of, oh, I want to win, but if I don't, that's fine, and keep moving forward with that. Like every match, I don't really like to overthink too much. I kind of just want to, follow the flow of the cards and play with that, with what I have, right? And I think that has heavily benefited me. As opposed to last season, that I was like overly complicating my head, with like thoughts and ideas on how to play the game. Um, Today is a bit more nerve wracking though, because I don't really like to play rematches. Especially knowing that I have played Michael. I believe he absolutely destroyed me last time. So we'll see if I can get back this time around.
That is true. I have to look back at when that was. That is a fact I had forgotten about myself. So I don't know if you remember Ami when that was. I cannot life of me.
I don't remember, but I just
Yeah.
know that he like
Yeah.
destroyed me. I'm pretty sure it was like last tournament though. Or I mean, not last tournament, but last season for sure.
Yeah, it was last season. Yeah. Mihael's overarching strategy has been not to take myself too seriously, and it's paid off so far. At this point, having crooked seed, I'm playing with my house money. We'll be happy with whatever result tonight brings. I just ate a Poberry biscuit. I'm ready to go. And to Pierre, I think that's just kind of what we hear from both of them. They've kind of the changes for both of them. Mihael had 4 wins last season in as many tournaments, so not you wouldn't say it's too much of a turnaround. But for Omii, obviously, didn't have a whole lot of success a season ago, and now he's like really starting to push up towards that spot where that area where you start to think about getting an at-large selection as opposed to having to fight your way through the LCQ. So interesting to see both their mentality kind of similar, make going a little bit less, like trying not to overcomplicate it like Omii said, and Mihael obviously not taking himself too seriously, kind of letting loose, to put it in another way. Thoughts on that kind of mentality for both?
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be more or less a relaxed pace at this point. Going to be more of a relaxed tournament. Based on what they just said, I think it's going to be a lot of a lot of Plan A games, and not really B, C, D, E, F like you'd see in a D1 finale. It's going to be um, very loose and cool and just contemporary, and essentially the chips will fall where they may. So, as always, I'm very excited to see just how that unfolds for both of these players, and I'm excited to get that underway.
Yeah, we are looking forward to it. And I think that'll be it for this pregame, and we are ready to rock and roll. So the man that will play the winner of this one, Cody Smart, will be our ref, and he will put in the cards for us. Omii, you are the higher seed in this one. Second regional final in a row. Looking for your second Final Four in a row. How many cards are we going to do? And we're going to do 8. Here we go. Crazy 8s. Game 1, best of 9, 1 power play, and off we go. Green 3 on on the board, and yes, he will be bribing the bot immediatally, as Ami's going to go straight for blue.
It's the only viable option.
And immediately we are on the trips, undercut to the yellow, and Omii with the 0 sugar.
Quick draw there on the yellow.
Yo, that's crazy, man. So Mihael with nothing on the yellow, neither is Omii, but he goes with the 5 top deck, sets up the blue switch. And a double play for Mihael. Reverse to the 9. And big combo back for Omii. Triple play cancels out the double and then some. Down to 2. Miles way back to that 11. You might be saying that about the
That's
plan A
crazy.
to appear right away. What do we see? A minute
Definitely
19.
That did not take long at all.
And I mean, you might have you called it to a degree there. Relaxed pace, kind of bit of plan A. Once that blue switch was in, it was over. That was it. My goodness. He did
That's
have
pretty
one
much all you
draw, but
need
that
to
was
know.
really it. Yeah. I don't have any questions for anyone on this one, unless anyone wants to make a comment here.
No, I'm pretty much good here.
Going
I
once,
mean,
going
that was
twice,
just about all you needed
sold. Game
there.
2, Omii no 8.
Sold to the man who is currently seated upon his chair for the time being.
Yes, and that will be staying seated. We ain't doing this today. Immediately a 3, and Omii switches.
Definitely a quick switch there. Can't get any quicker than that one. Here comes Mihail with a response, if anything.
Does he have anything off this? Taking a real moment. Now he comes up. 6 yellow, so we're not undercutting this time. Couple yellows back and forth. Got all odd numbers here with the 7 and the 5. And hell with the 6, 1 up. Omii, nothing. Second self draw of the game, and now Mihael looking to take control. And Omii still drawing. And now we might be heading for Draw City. Well, back and forth they go. We'll see. Now we're starting to see to appear a little bit of Plan B come into effect here. Not as quick and easy as the first one.
And eventually that does have to happen, right? You got to have a plan B. Can't just have all plan A. Could be 80-20% A and B, but we might still be seeing a couple little extra spice here.
Here's Omii with the top deck 4. Mihael looking to switch. He does to red. Free up Omii. Might have been leaving that bait out for him there. We'll see what Omii does if he wants a different color. He'll just stick with red, doubles it up. Now we are running 0 sugar for Mihael, and you look at the table, he's ahead by a pair. Omii, though, gonna go blue on the 0 sugar. I think that's 3-0 already.
I believe that's
Yep, that no, 2.
two.
Thought the yellow one was played earlier. Anyway, another quick switch from blue to green. So Mihael trying to control.
And it looks like that's Pandora's now with that green 5. We're going to see what Omii does with that. If anything, I would think he'd have green. He seemed to be short stacked on the red. Well, he has a couple there, but it's going to be a triple into the red 5, and Mihail runs out. A lot of draw city here, short this game, as
Yeah.
opposed to last game.
Yep, definitely a lot more plan B. Red 3 for Mihael off the top. He's going to go for green with that. Sets himself up for success. See what he can do with that. There's another 0. Now 3 of the zeros are gone. Is Mihael going to go with the 9 from the basement to the top floor? A couple floors down to the 7. 1 up to the 8 for Mihael. And a quadruple play from Omii goes from green to yellow with a pair of reverses, a skip, and closing on the 7. So now he takes a 2-card advantage, but Mihael claps back with a +4. Great save there and flips the scoreboard right back around, but Omii's going to go red.
And that's going to be an undercut there.
Big
Two things
undercut
I'm
there to the
noticing. Number
blue.
one,
So
yeah,
they both had great answers for each other back and forth, you got to think.
but I do notice how the aggression is slowly ramping up here. It's not going to just be, let's play one color and then, okay, we'll be okay with it. No, it's going back and forth, as we see a +6 from Mihail into the green 4, leaves him at dose. Omii at 1 dozen even. Omii looking for a response here. Could potentially be game next turn, but he does get that +6 in, and that is essentially going to cancel it out, leaving it almost even 9-8.
Yep. +6 from the green to the yellow, and now Mihael going to go blue. And so he's ahead by a pair again. See all this ammo go back and forth to Pier. It may start to come down to the numbers and what colors they do and don't have.
Very possible.
Cross to red.
Possible Skittles here. If we see a magical green 2,
Just
there's
a reverse
none.
draw.
Leaves it open though.
Ooh, +2.
Goes into that green wild, so obviously wanting green, excuse me, enough to play a wild on it. Ami's fine with it. He's going to go to a green 4. And we're just playing the numbers here. Staying cool on that green.
And ooh, another +4 from Omii goes to blue. So got a pair of +4s now. One each side. After Omii had 2 to finish off his game 1.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh. Oh. He had
That's
another
a massive
one.
drive right there.
That is an absurd drive. Yeah. Not a big mistake. Not a big mistake, I would say, unless Mihael has a wild or something to save it. That's a wild save. There you go.
Wait, I have a question. So I don't know if it was a bot error because I do have a blue skip and I went.
But
You
it
know,
wasn't
the
your
blue skip-
turn because you played a regular wild.
No. But I played the blue skip
No.
first.
It's
It
because,
was green. It was green.
Oh, I see. I'm blind. My fault. That's on
green,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I realized the skip was ahead. I only saw the one
Yeah, I
when
didn't
he
see
played
that.
after that. Yeah, I got that now.
My apologies.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh,
That is unfortunately going to be a drive fail there.
Slightly shanked drive from Omii, but he should be
Shanked
fine.
right into the bunker, and we are in the yellow bunker right now.
You're in the bunker. This is very true. Now, Omii, I think he's gonna oddly enough, he's gonna want to hit it into the water. But now there's some cherry tomatoes on the course. This is interesting.
Where did those come from?
Why are there cherry tomatoes at the golf course, man? This is not optimal driving conditions to Pier. Wouldn't you agree?
I think I would agree. I think they came from our last match with what was it? Which one was it? The
What was
one we last I can't remember. I did one with Avion, but I played that one.
The Joao no, not Joao Taco. We didn't end up playing that. That didn't end up getting streamed.
Are you sure? No, I think you did, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Joao Taco. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. No.
That was
Yeah. Yeah, it was Joao Taco. There's some cherry
so we
tomatoes
are
in the
back
tacos,
into
yes.
the water.
Back
we
into the
have-
water, and that's where Omii still has that skip. But I don't think he's just gonna leave the door open. But Mihael,
Oh,
down to Uno.
that's very interesting. Now, for some reason, Ami never played that skip. I don't think so. He seems to still have it.
And
trying
nope,
to.
that's it.
Yeah, well,
Mihael, wrong
that'll be
color from Omii. Goes to tries to hit it onto the green, but Mihael beat him to the cup, puts it in first, and it is 1-1. Yeah. Omii, would you have pulled that second +4 had you realized it was green there? I'm guessing you wouldn't have.
Nah, I would have gone for the wild. My eyes completely misread the fact that there was a green in the board.
Yeah.
So that was just like I should have won that game. Absolutely sold it. That's on me.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, it was winnable +4 skip and wild.
Yeah, it
So
was.
that's the order that would have won it. But unfortunately, things happen, right? But there is still a lot of game left to play, a lot of time to recover.
Yep.
So I would not cut that out just yet. The important thing is going to be remaining composed, maintaining that composure, and
Yep.
pressing on. So I think
And
that
destroying those
obviously-
drives.
destroying those drives, absolutely.
Yes.
And
Mihael,
for-
I know you said no comment,
you.
but the only thing I would ask is just like talk to me about your perseverance through that. Having going back and forth on those shots, you both had those +4s back and forth and those +6s back and forth, and then it just kind of came down to chipping away on the numbers, despite the fact that he had probably a more stacked hand to win it. Just talk to me about being able to persevere through that, staying strong through the fact that he had that, and you were able, and again the wrong color as well from Omii being able to get you there, but still talk me through that game. Everything on my desk falls. That shanking drives over here.
At least everything else is falling and not you, right? That's
Yeah, I
positive.
will not be falling today. I am subdued.
Oh, you don't know that. It took until game 4 that time, so this is only game 2.
This is true. But Amo is extraordinarily against me. If that happens in a future game, can't rely on blunders again. He'll get it together enough to win fair and square. Fair enough. Yeah, and yeah. So maybe that was the world's way of making things even. Like, oh, you had a tough hand. Okay, next one we'll make a mistake. I don't know. But yeah, 9 minutes more than the first one. We'll see how things go. Game 3 as Mihael will get the call. So no 9 for this one, Mihael. Game 3, what'll it be? And we're gonna stay in this area here. I think we're gonna stay in like the 5 to 10 range. I mean, maybe you see someone send it later, but I feel like it's going to be I think that's how it's going to be going forward.
And that's very interesting because even though these guys are third and fourth seed, that was a far cry from last night. Number one Ridley, number two Cyan. We didn't get below 12. We had 12 to 15 the entire way, 7 games. And so I think it's just a testament to how you can have varying, just a different kind of way of doing things in the league.
Indeed.
I'm a 7 merchant. He's an OG, right? Omii running out early. And Mihael with +2 to the blue 4. Keeping it blue here for a little while.
Cross to red.
Omii trying to switch to red. Yeah. Let's see if Mihael likes it or he wants a different color. He's fine with that. We're at 8. Red one from Omii. And a switch over to green here. A little bit of a full circle moment as we started with green.
Double play there to green, and now Mihael going to go yellow. On the 9, undercut by Omii to red. Might have been looking for that, looking for a 9 switch as well. As Mihael going to go double with the +4. Omii with the red switch, though, off that. Staying cool and collected, but Mihael has double +4.
Back +4 to the win.
And a double +4 there. And just like that, Mihael had the same kind of finish that Omii had in game 1 and game 3 after that little bit more plan B, a bit plan A there for Mihael, and I don't really have much to ask on that one, Tapir.
I mean, I guess the only question for Mihael was, did you possibly consider drawing even though you had that final +4?
Did you consider throwing? Did you consider throwing the game?
Did you decide to take pity on the pity of the Uno god?
I strongly consider every option. Especially the bad one.
I consider every
I
single
love how
option
serious
every
you made it
time.
sound. Like I thought you were gonna ask like a legit question, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
There's just nothing else to
Hey,
ask there. I
did
mean,
you consider drawing despite having the +4 double finish?
it was so big.
Oh my god,
It
that
was
was
such a
crazy. That
glorious
was crazy.
setup.
Yeah.
I'm just shanking my role as commentator right now.
Forget it. Stand-up comic. Here we go. Oh my god. Anyway, Mihael goes up 2-1. I have nothing for Omii. We will go to game 4. And Mihael knows 7 for this game 4. How many cards will it be? Oh man.
Oh,
Alright, we're
dang
gonna
it.
go 9. He won game 2 on 9, so he go. Although Omii made that call. So here we are. Looking to try and go up 3-1. That reminder to all watching, this is a best of 9. Moves up to a best of 9 in this round. And we are running clean on blue, but Mihael's first to drop out on this. And they both are iced at the same time. and we will see what happens. And Tapir, it's all about when we're in Draw City, going back like this. It's all about who wants to make the break first, right? They're all the way back to the full send at this point after starting at 9. Now it's just a matter of who wants to make the break first. And as a player, from your perspective, if you when do you realize you may have the break you want to make in this situation where it's dead even Draw City back and forth, and whoever takes the play will go ahead by either the possession area or a bit more.
Oh gosh, there's a couple things. Sometimes it's when, let's say I'm drawing a bunch of numbers. Sometimes I will want to play if I get +4. Sort of just in case I have some other answers, or maybe I see my opponent color switch at the right time. I'll want to maybe undercut them if I have the chance. There's a lot of different ways you can play that. It's all about just perspective, and 98% of the time it depends.
Omii with a big pause here, and now here he comes, and he's gonna make that break. Goes the switch
Dude, I'm so
to yellow.
distracted.
Omii, wake up!
In, bro. I need a
Wake up! Wake up! Wake
I'm
up!
waking up! I'm
Wake
waking
up! Bro, that's crazy. Anyway, half off special for Mihael on the yellow, so now we're running again. And Omii gonna switch immediately to green, and then he's got both these guys up here have really gone for the crazy light switch in these situations, having a lot of options. Yeah, but that's just they've both been going for the light switch in all seriousness. Trying to really rattle the other's cage. It's been interesting.
But when you play enough of these matches, it's like you get immune to it. Somehow you're able to figure out just where a color switch would be most effective, and you can kind of just account for that and play off of it.
Indeed. No final foot free. 28-3. God. Into Grace Minus. Double play for Mihael. And I'm praying on. Imagine, Ridley, you could have played Mihael if you. Anyway, double play for Mommy.
From mommy? What?
I am not.
Bobby!
I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. I have never said that.
Guys, you literally did, man. Don't get back.
No, I didn't. I did not say that. Dude, I will not stand for those allegations. Cross the red for Mihael.
You on got settled that, bro. I don't want to hear
it. Anyway.
Omii is mommy and Mihael is daddy.
I am not mommy. I am not mommy.
No. Oh, Lord. Anyway.
Of course it happens.
Oh, sorry. I was doing a Cody Smart impression right there. I didn't even try. Anyway, we're still going on red.
Right.
Nah, no, seriously. How drunk are you, bro? How many beers do you... Oh, shit.
I don't drink, so it's fine. Double play.
I don't drink either. This is
Yeah, you drink.
I ain't old. I ain't even old enough to drink, dog.
personality.
Oh, for real? Word?
I'm drunk on my brain. There's a difference.
Omii, he is drunk on drive. He has been
drunk
for years.
No drunk driving. No drunk driving.
That's a soft fucking...
No, Mihael, you just say it's a joke. It's fine. Say it's a joke. For legal purposes, these are all jokes.
Advised me.
That's
Same, bro.
Oh, Omii with the 6 on green. Guys, it's a regional
Currently,
final. Still just good anyway. Double play for Mihael in the green. And
We're just here for the good
Well,
vibes. Come on.
well, while we hold
Who
on to
said we
these
were
vibes,
supposed
we
to
checked the
remain-
table. Mihael down to 3, so now we're starting to really get to crunch time here. Omii plays a green 3, down to 4, and Mihael, oh my goodness! Again! Double +4 for the win. 3-1. Good God. Since that game 1, it's been... Jesus. Yeah. And this year, and you know, to hear the series is 2-2. Home player should, if that mistake didn't happen from Omii, but that's the only difference maker. They both had even ones there. Even luck, really, throughout the series. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and I had like all numbers right there. Goddamn.
Yeah.
RP.
Yeah, even the draw city didn't get you much more. Pat the bribes and drives. There was the generator. It's pure. The generator must be getting a lot of interference with the bribes and the drives, I would assume.
Way too much interference. In fact, I think it got smacked by like 14 golf balls.
Yeah, 14 golf balls. All right, I'm
44 golf balls on hole number 4.
not 14.
No. And you know why? Because we only have, what is it, 9 games, right?
That's a really good point.
It's a
And
9-hole
unfortunately, I don't have any questions.
I have a question.
Oh no.
I have a question.
Yeah. Wait. Question with.
I have a question.
What are we doing?
Yeah. That is a good question. Oh my god. Am I? Oh my god. This is like such a combination of people, and like I don't. Omii, game 5, known 8. What? How many cards?
Give me 10
Going for
cards.
10 on game number
10,
5.
10, 10, 10.
Starting off with a yellow 4.
Let's see if anyone can hit a drive worth a perfect 10 to Pier. I'd like to know.
Oh, I wouldn't want to see a par 10 on a golf course.
No, a perfect 10 drive, like a 10 out of 10 drive.
Perfect 10. So a hole in one.
Yeah. Well, that
I
would
mean,
be
I
kind.
suppose a 1-turn win is a hole in one.
Yeah, I mean it's possible.
Yeah.
We've seen that.
Just 7 plus 4s.
Oh yeah.
Nothing special.
There's what? 14 plus 4s in a deck, right?
Of course.
Yeah. All right. We
I
start in the
suppose-
yellow,
I
and
suppose
Mihael
the
gonna quickly go red.
The longest drive, I suppose, is what? 29 cards?
This is well, if you're talking about what in one turn or just in general.
In general, 8 skips, 8 reverses, 8 plus 2s,
That is true.
4 plus 4s, and then the final card would
Yeah.
be 29. So we can just do a 29 card start and pray, right?
Imagine they get put. No, by our luck, they'll be put in Draw City by then. Anyway, speaking of Draw City,
We're gonna have 29 reshuffles.
29 reshuffles. Yeah.
We are in Draw City.
29
Terrible
under par.
forecast. 29 over par.
29 over par. Ooh.
I suck.
True.
Yeah.
It's probably
Still looking at that blue
yeah.
here. And it is Omii's turn.
Omii with a draw. Mihael still running in blue. Cross to green on the 8.
Back to
And
blue.
Mihael gonna go right back to the water. Seems to
This
like
might
take
force
those
a draw
stroke
here for
penalties to Pier.
him.
He doesn't care about the
The
fairway. He cares about those
blue and
stroke
yellow is a dangerous
penalties.
one.
And extra space, top floor. We're running in blue still. Omii, not much more than that, though. Mihael now going to go for red. And once again, cherry tomatoes are falling at the golf course for some inexplicable reason. Forget the hole. We got a bunker play for the win. What is going on in this series?
That's 4-1 in 5 games. What is going on?
And well, that's possible, and it's only possible in 5 games.
Is this going to be a gentleman's sweep?
Good God, I don't even. Yeah. Did you have anything more to work with there than you were letting on?
All numbers.
Good God.
Oh my goodness. The RNG goes crazy.
Stupid RNG, bro. I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it, Pier. I feel like when we got the thoughts on the mentality from both, I feel like it doesn't surprise me to see the series like move so quickly like that. Like game 2 is only, I think, prolonged a little bit more because of the error from Omii, but like they've all had what they've needed eventually. Maybe not immediately, but
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
I'm trying to make a point. I can't win this. I can't win that war. No, but in all seriousness, I feel like we shouldn't be surprised to see the series moving this quickly, and maybe even a bit lopsided like this with how, both these players were feeling coming into it.
He's leaning full force into it now. Bro, change his name.
What? He said he wasn't, and he did. Wait a. Did he do? Did he do? Hold up.
Mommy and Daddy, I called it.
You know what, guys? I'm getting absolutely
I called
destroyed.
it.
But all I'm saying is that the vibes are good. That's all that matters.
I literally called it, bro.
Bro literally said he wasn't mommy 10 minutes ago. This is crazy. He's giving in to the allegations. Game 6. Yeah. How many cards? No, 8. This is true. The child. That Omii, how many cards?
Wait, it's my turn again? Yo, let's do 15.
Okay, we're sending it. Yep. I thought Omii would be the one to send it. So game 6, Mihael looking to close it out. I'm just glad that their names won't be like this on the log.
Wait, we gotta be. Wait, can we change that? Hold on.
No. I'll let you change your username. I'm not putting that on the log. Nobody's gonna know who that is if they didn't watch the stream. God damn. Yeah, do not. We are enjoying the good vibes, but I will probably get chewed out by somebody if I do that. So no.
I will refrain from cementing the fermenting drives.
Everybody refrain from telling them how to do it. Please don't tell them. I beg of you.
We're gonna have
If anyone tells them I'm giving you a timeout. Don't you dare. Anyway. Mihael crossing the blue. Omii with nothing there. I'll give you a timeout too. You better behave. No. I think the correct word is
Grant. Oh.
Mihael crossing to yellow on the 0. Omii has and Mihael just ahead by 1. 000 sugar. Yep, that is true. Hula bro, yeah, literally. Yeah. Yeah, Tapir is yeah.
We're the commentators.
Yeah, we get to yap.
That's
we have to yap. It's our job, yes.
We have to be annoying and insufferable.
Anyways, Tapir, about the Lakers, they are just...
What are the
Sorry,
Lakers?
I forgot. No, wrong show. Cross to red.
Multiple Reds played.
No more Lakers.
Here comes Mihael for a response. 3, if anything.
Nope, gonna go 5 though. Top deck on the same time. Does that set something up for him? Both drawing. Omii coming out with a big wild off of Draw City. Goes ahead by the possession arrow. Going to green, looking to try and extend this series to a Game 7. Omii with a double play off that. Mihael with the 1. Mihael goes with a near ditto double play and now evens up the score, but Omii can still take the possession arrow here.
It's
of course,
either
both
that or
power
draw.
plays are still in play. Say again.
It's either that or draw, right?
Exactly.
Unless you want to forfeit. You could forfeit.
Good forfeit.
Don't forfeit.
Don't forfeit.
Let's not.
You can forfeit. That's a thing.
No.
No.
Well, I'm not going to, but I should.
This is Uno After Dark. We don't know what we're saying anymore.
Well, yeah, but like that, it would have to be a serious reason. Oh my goodness! You should.
Oh my gosh!
Mihael's like, wait a minute. Let don't get too hasty. They can talk about this.
That's a jump scare.
Oh yeah, but Mihael has one back the other way. Only a couple to Omii though.
Quad with a
jump
plus
scare.
2, blue 7.
3 card lead for Omii. Again, looking to try and extend it. Mihael's had some crazy hands this series, apart from games 1 and 2, but capitalized on a mistake from Omii in game 2, and Omii had a solid plan A hand game 1, has been in the woods ever since. Crossed to green. He's been out looking for the milk. Normally that's not Mommy's job, but here we are.
Oh my gosh. Bro did not just go there.
Cross to yellow.
That one getting the child support.
Cross to yellow. We're running in yellow. I love unhinged stream games. It's what I live for, Tapir, isn't it with you? What in the hell was that? What? That's 3 plus 4s in the game.
Just as we were getting into it, bam, Omii comes back.
Bro, that is a wild comment, Tapir. That is a risky comment, Tapir. Good God. I got nothing to ask here. Omii, were you saving some of those plus 4s, or did that come from drawing in the deck along the way there?
I was saving that shit.
Jesus.
Jeez.
All 3 of them?
It's almost like you had
let me check. I do think I did see all of them. Because I was just like playing for the shiggles, so I could have finished the game on long time ago with them. But like I was like, if I could just save them until the end game, and like just do all 3 of them at the same time, that would have been funny. But nah.
He just flexed it every which way.
Nah, to be fair, like I have nothing to lose, so yeah.
Sharpie boy
I was just
proud.
gonna go for it.
Sharpie boy would be proud. ALP would be proud. Flex finish. Got any Sharpies
Anyway.
over there with the vibes on me? Up those Sharpies. Anyway. We will move
Not the Sharpies.
Not the Sharpies. Dom, if you're watching, Sharpies. Game 7. Gonna go back to Mihael for the call, and it cannot be 10. How many cards will it be? And both power plays still in effect on both sides, so that's something to keep in mind. What do I think?
I
Yep,
don't know.
6.
Tell us.
It'll be 7.
I'm having trouble clicking that.
It's such a thin
fat
spoiler,
fingers.
isn't it? It's so thin.
At fingers.
You should have put 3 spaces on each side of the 7 so we could properly click that. Disappointed. Make it a
My
bigger button.
disappointment is immeasurable, and my day's ruined.
It's called inclusion. That's a crazy comment right there. That is an insane comment right there. What fingers? What are those fingers gonna do? Oh my God! I mean, this is mommy and daddy fighting over here, so you never know. Yo! It's not even that late. Oh no! Oh,
Hey, bro, I made a big mistake. Oh, wait, let's see. Yo, oh.
Little children present. Me. Oh my God. Tapir, I hope you peasant Leah are watching this one.
Oh, if not, they will be soon.
Gotta send in the VOD after that. Can't
That's
afford
okay, we're just-
therapy.
Obviously, short, we are just one big happy family.
Yes! Meanwhile, +6 combo from Omii, and now we're at comeback territory. Omii at 20. Or Mihael at 20, I'm sorry. And Zero Sugar, no, he already got the 20. Already got to 20. He played the 0 and went down to 19. So the comeback it will be noted.
I played the 0. Oh, he played the 0. Oh,
He played the
my
0.
fault. I am not lucky.
Did you play the 0? Oh my God! Don't show the investors this one. Don't show the bosses this stream. Anyway, from 0
Sorry,
to
they
0.
don't look at D2.
Yes.
The investors don't look at D2.
Yeah, they don't care. We don't
This
need
is
them
just the Wild West.
Wild West. You did it with this drug.
Conveniently, we have a golf course in the Wild West.
It's very
Isn't
true.
that crazy?
I know.
We also have a salad bar.
Yeah, it's just some cherry tomatoes. We got some cheddar cheese. How sharp is that cheddar?
Oh, very sharp.
The sharpest cheddar.
Sharp enough to shank the golf ball itself. Into Draw City.
You know, they're drawing plenty of cheese to put on that salad. At the 19th, as what you'd say, the 19th tee box, otherwise known as the bar. Tomatoes on the salad is very, 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 very real. And we're gonna put some tomatoes down.
However, are they cherry tomatoes? Or are they just tomatoes?
Yeah.
Have you considered putting tomato sauce on your salad?
I put French dressing sometimes. That's red. Tomato.
A lot of red happening here. Red
Lots
7.
of dittos, and that's what Mihael said. He had a lot of dittos, but switching to red. Cross to green. And the triple. +2, skip 5 from Mihael. You down to the 2, and Mihael's. I thought you were gonna notice that. I don't know if I was gonna get called out. No, I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose, I swear. Let's water that salad, boys. Let's water that salad. Blue cheese on there.
I'm trying to look in, please. Bro, y'all are making me nervous, bro. Goddamn.
Blueberry salad. I think there's some salads with blueberries in them, aren't there?
It's called a fruit salad.
True. Yeah, screw this lettuce crap. Let's get some fruit salad in here. We just had some green grapes.
Seaweed,
now we got some blueberries. Maybe we'll mix some strawberries and some cherries, and then we'll top it off.
Pineapple.
Top it off with some pineapple. Hell yeah.
Fruit salad is elite.
Elite. Unlike
accurate.
the guy who thinks he's elite.
Whoa.
I didn't say who it was.
Shade.
I didn't say who it was. Omii had to deafen. He's getting too much pressure from the booth.
Seriously,
Omii's getting too much pressure from the booths. Here, oh my god! There's no way in hell! What is this?
What the fuck is happening?
I'm done here.
Why is my button not working? Oh wait, I fucked up. I'm so mad, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'm not locked in. It's not my day. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry if we caused you to not be locked in with the salad and the drives.
Dude, I was freaking out, dude. I was freaking out.
Oh my god.
This is tough.
But oh my god, that glitched my brain. Wait, yeah, blue did still not play.
Wait, what? Dude, what? Hold on, guys.
You did P0. There.
I'm so confused. What the fuck is happening? Okay.
You did not.
No,
you were trying to play a blue 0. There it is. Wow.
Dude, that's so unfortunate.
That is quite
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Yeah, no, my thing is just not like my brain.
Shank the drive into the water to Pierce. Shanked it.
That was just a not. That was a sans drive.
I think you could say, Tapir, that drive was not elite.
I would say so.
I would
I
say
think we
it's not
concur.
elite. Not elite.
That is probably like one of 738 mistakes that I have made in my career. That is a very common one.
Oh, 738, huh?
Yeah. Very specific number. I've been keeping track.
Something you've never seen before. Milk?
Ah, man, that's a tough one. What is milk?
I'm gonna keep making that joke, man. God.
We're just adding jokes to our repertoire.
Well, that's how it works when we get in the booth, Tapir. You know.
Yeah.
Forget this professionalism. We're here to vibe. That is it.
It's D2. It's Uno after dark, after dark, after dark.
Were you just
Like,
trying to
wow,
get me to? Were you just trying to get me to make that joke, Mihael, or are you actually like saying something about your hand? Oh, triple play, +2 reverse. Oh, oh yeah, he's being secretive. I held back at 13. Omii trying to make up for a second blunder in the series. Cross to blue now for Mihael. Ices out Omii. And ices out Omii.
Omii.
Yeah.
And let's not forget they do both have their power play.
Yep, still both
in
of the
case they
power
want to
play.
use it.
Omii finds a way out of isolation, goes to red, trying to hold on to a 4-card lead, but Mihael gonna cut that down to 1 with the triple. Omii gonna just keep going. And now it's a sprint to the finish here. Green now for Mihael. Ices out Omii. He might be 2-color. And now Mihael is in full control. Running to that supposed grocery store, so we think, trying to find that milk. But Omii with a double play to take back the lead by 1. And now Mihael looking to answer once again. He's got a +4.
He does.
And Omii thinks it's over. Mihael still has 2 cards left. And again, I would think Tapir he would have power played if he has the win, unless he just didn't think to at that point, with how cracked this stream is. Keeps it red. And oh no, he's going to power play there. Double wild finish, and Mihael wins it in 7. And how cracked this one was. Just 10 minutes even on game 7 on the 7-card start, and what a cracked show this was. And I can only ask to the both of you, how were the vibes? And Mihael, what were you talking about there, by the way, with your hand? Was it double wild on the draw, or what were we talking about there?
While he responds there, look at the ammo.
Oh my
it's like
God,
entirely. Oh.
That's almost 2 small straights to Pier. That's almost 60 points to Pier.
That's a massive large straight.
Well,
that's way too large of a straight.
That's a large, and that's almost 2 small straights. No.
That is a that is a dangerously large,
that's crazy.
Small large straight.
And oh wait, he had the 0. Wait, did you play the 0? Or did Omii play the 0 there? If you play the 0, then it is 2 small straights. 60
0,
points
1, 2,
to Mihael.
4, 5, 6,
He played
7.
the 0, so I guess he started it. But Omii, thoughts? I mean, you were definitely playing up against the luck. I know it got kind of cracked and crazy with this, but you were kind of fighting 10-on-1 in that series apart from game 1. But I mean, those mistakes have got to loom large for you as well. How do you what was really down to that tonight? Were we being distracting? I hope not.
It was a mix of everything. I was just enjoying the game, and like I had it typed out, but I just kept fucking up. like my plays. Like I would have won, but then I kept laughing at the fucking jokes, right? So I was like, I was trying to lock in, dude. But I like I was like I have a notepad open sometimes, so I could just transfer faster, so I don't get called out. And so when that happened, I realized that I did a mistake again. I'm like, fuck. So I just kept like fucking up over and over again, and it definitely fucked me over. But hey, vibes were good. I had fun,
step
so
away
that's all
for a
that
moment.
matters, man.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, just to be fair, we did preface it at the beginning of the stream with, it's going to be loose. We're not, we're not really overthinking it, right? And I think that's kind of just subconsciously what happened here. And it was more of just a contemporary stream that occurred. Not to say this is going to be the new normal, but it is the new normal when short is here. But anyway, that's my take. And of course, if you look at the last 3 games, 5, 6, and 7, it went Mihael, Omii, Mihael, so that does spell mom. So just another thing to point out there. It was only fitting. And so it is going to be Mihael taking it 5 to Ami's 2 in 7 with a 7-card start at a 10-minute exactly finish.
Tapir, I
Yeah,
appreciate
same.
you filling the dead air there, but throwing me under the bus like that, god damn.
What is happening here? You just timed out. I
I
thought you
stepped
got.
away from my computer, but I had my headphones on. I could hear you. You're on my list now. God.
But it was M.
Bro saying this is it's because I'm here. Hello, you were the
But it's like
instigator.
absolutely true. Like I cannot hold myself accountable for anything. Like it's just not in my vocabulary to do so. But it is true. I think we make a dangerous duo, and I think we need to
I
see
think
other people.
didn't we say that last time?
Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
We're just like
Anyway,
that one toxic relationship that everyone knows they shouldn't be together, but they keep going back. I wonder why.
yeah, we need an intervention.
The commission team's just gonna they're just gonna bring us into a VC like one night, be like, guys, we need to talk.
We need to talk dangerously.
There's we've been putting up with this for too long.
Anyway, let's close this out professionally.
Really?
Male saying, yes, please.
Anyways,
After my starting hands in games 1 and 2,
my
thought I was
favorite-
cooked. Uno gods on my back though, just had to be patient.
my favorite
Good
flavor.
game to mommy. Thanks. This short defer make this fun one. See you in the next round. And Ami saying, amazing game, good vibes. Had to lose, but hey, I had a lot of fun. No complaints from my part. Yeah, it was good vibes. We always try to do that, right?
Yeah.
It's a very, very strong contrast from a KT Seth Ard game. Like it's
KT Seth game, yeah.
night and day, right? But just to be fair, I think for D2, it's a nice change of pace. As long as it doesn't get too off the rails, I think it's just a great way to, Uno After Dark is pretty much the only one we can do this at. So I think
Or at 9 in the
it's
morning
good.
in D2, like the last time.
Let's not do 9 in the morning.
Well, we did.
Oh, we could do 9 in the morning.
We did do 9 in the morning.
But
That
then I
was 2
have to be
talk. It was at
professional.
9:45.
I have to be an adult. Why would I want to do that? Like who wants to do that at all?
Yeah, but in all seriousness, thoughts on Saiyan versus Mihael should be a terrific Final Four. As this entire Final Four will be.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be what 1 versus 3, right? Or
2
1
versus
versus
4.
2 4, 2 4, yeah. So obviously they earned that, right? So I think it's gonna be a very solid matchup. You're gonna see. I think a lot of what happened here is gonna be mostly Plan A, but you are still going to see a lot of Plan A happening. And the other thing would be you're just gonna have to kind of focus, sit down, and analyze your hand a little bit. You can't really be making those, mistakes like we saw a couple times. And I did see a couple with really Cyan yesterday. So you just can't have that, right? When you're in the uh, when you're in getting more into the finals there, just you can't have that. So, but I think we are going to see a very clean match for that one, whenever that is. And so I am looking forward to that one.
I was gonna ask Mihael's thoughts, but we were driving so hard I didn't get a chance to ask him, and he's gone. So, as a consolation prize to that, Cyan Titan's in the building. He was reffing this one, so I'll ask you, if you'd like to answer, thoughts on that Final Four game coming up for you. You were reffing this one. You got kind of a bit of a scouting report for you now, at watching Mihael come out with this win. Thoughts on playing him coming up in the Final Four?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, what the hell was this? I was just watching the whole
was
thing.
Drives.
It was drives.
Yeah,
Drives.
the drives.
So many
Like,
drives.
what kind of drives were these? Like,
Way
I haven't
too many
seen drives like this
Some
since the
shakes,
match I had the
some
rep
hole in
between
one.
Bree and Mark, which was ironically in the Final Four in February. That was a fun one to watch, I will say. But I mean, it's been a while since I played Mihael. I think I played in TUC, and he pretty much gave me the garden hose. So, luckily, this is a new bot, and we haven't played each other since the new bot. So, I'd be interested to see how this works out. It seems like he likes to go on mid tier quite a lot. Kind of reminds me of Pikachu. So, as long as the RNG works with me, I think there's a real shot I can make the finale, but I don't want to jinx it because at this point I'm playing house money here.
No doubt.
My goal was to get to 8 or get the Final Four. I'm finally here, so I might as well play house money at this point.
And those kind of house money thoughts from Mihael too. So interesting to see. We have a 2v4, both like pushing for championship spot, and they're both kind of feeling house money a little bit.
Yeah, I do think it's going to be. Well, I do think it is going to be another laid back run, but the stakes are going to be higher. And so I think for the winner, it's going to be, obviously they won. It's, yippee, the best thing ever. But for the loser, it's still going to be a great run, and I think they're going to be happy with the progress that they made. I think they'll be excited to run it back for the next tournament. It's basically a win-win here. There is no lose scenario.
It'll be two contenders for a D2 championship for sure at this point. Looking a big matchup, 2v4 in the Final Four. The 8-2 versus 7-2 now, as Mihael gets the win tonight. We will have the final regional final. Altimeter Region Final will be contested between White Spider and Bob Ross. Winner gets red on that left side of the bracket. That'll be on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, so make sure you join us for that. But that will do it for us tonight. On your records on these two players, Mihael improves to 7-2, 34-26, and Omii drops to 7-3, 36-24. Both players definitely going to still be, just regardless of what happens the rest of this tournament, both players going to be well in contention for a championship. As Omii will be looking ahead to T4, and Mihael will be looking ahead to the Final Four. That is going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to Cyan Titan for repping as always. Thanks to Tapir for the commentary in the booth. Thank you to Tapir also for the drives. Absolutely great drives as always tonight.
Absolutely. I am happy to help. We're going to see you next time.
Yeah, we will. And we appreciate both Mihael and Omii for the vibes and the drives tonight as well. And we will see you tomorrow night, or not tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 9 o'clock for the final piece to the puzzle. The Final Four will be put together between White Spider and Bob Ross. 2v8 in that regional final in Altimeter region. For all of us at Amarillo, I've been Not Short. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you on Tuesday night. This has been a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 2.